Hello everyone, I'm putting this up here just to show YouTube that I am operating within the guidelines of fair use, which allows to use segments of material I do not own the rights for in order to criticize and express an opinion. Just as any democratic, free speech supporting platform would do. I'm not going to make any money out of this, and everything I upload here will be for the sole purpose of reviewing, critique, and expressing opinions about what's going on and what went on the Fully Living channel. Yes, so today's video is called What Happens When He's Scared. It was posted on June 16th, 2015, which means Raphael was about, correct me if I'm wrong, maybe 2 years old, maybe two and 6 months, something like that. So I would like to address the issue that we're going to talk about here because it's pretty serious. It's when a toddler starts peeing out of fear. Now in this video, Andrea sticks to the narrative that Raphael pees every time he is told to go on time out, but that is not exactly accurate.
And like when he gets in trouble and has to go to timeout, he immediately has to pee. Everything that I've looked up has been like it's fear-based pee.
The fact that he pees out of fear, and we also know that he wet his bed, is something that cannot be ignored, yet it is ignored and they continue with the same method. And in the next segment, you're going to see that what Raphael reacts to is not being sent on time out. It's the tone of voice and the way his father speaks to him. He is, or he seems to me, to be absolutely terrified. And that is exactly the moment where Andrea says, "You made a mistake, now he's gonna pee." So basically, Raphael pees out of fear when his father talks to him in that stern, angry voice and facial expression. And this is quite understandable if you watch the videos from around that time, or ever since Raphael was a baby, and the way Hadar treated him, talked to him, and generally the way he related to him. So let's watch the next short segment and see that actually Raphael panics with extreme fear, not for being sent on time out, just by being told to be quiet but by his father.
Fell on his feet. Check it.
That was the wrong call because he's gonna pee now.
This is quite amazing to me because a child that young, so 2.5 years old, maybe something like that, reacting in such high pitch screams and fear to a point where his mother says he's gonna pee out of fear. Now, the mere fact of that happening is a red flag. And the fact that it happens as a response to a tone of voice that Hadar uses, which means that the child had recognized this specific tone of voice that means anger or something bad is coming that causes him to pee. But I mean, Andrea here is a mother a second time. And I don't know, maybe it's just me. It could be that it's just me. I think she, by now, should have known that that is not okay. And especially if you read that in different places and you know that it is not okay. So I think the right course of action, at least for me, would be to try and understand the reason and then work on it to not reoccur. And there is no sign that that ever happened.
Because you stopped wetting the bed while he was gone.
So what I find really interesting here, and maybe this is just me, is that Andrea mentions that while Hadar was gone, and he was gone for about 2 months because he was in America, something from the army, Raphael stopped wetting his bed, which is interesting. Is it a coincidence? Maybe. To me, personally, in my opinion, maybe not. The actual fact that the boy was only with his mother and without the constant, what seems to be the constant stress that he was under, suddenly he stops wetting the bed when the dad is gone. Interesting. And if you want to go watch that video where Hadar comes back from 2 months of deployment in the United States, go to the video called Daddy is Home from Deployment.